Hey Capricorns, I hope you guys are doing great. It's Dipsy here to do your money and career reading for whenever you are led to this message. We're going to start first by pulling a topic card and see what area of your life or areas of your life that money and career are most impacting. And the first two that we have out is friends and peers and receiving. So now we're going to pull an oracle card for what question needs to be answered by now. Okay, and we have two that came out. Apparently there's a lot going on with you. The first card that we have for you is wealth. How do you define wealth? How are your actions moving you towards wealth as you define it? And how are they moving you away from it? And we also have stories. What story were you told about money when you were little? How is it making its impact today? What do you want to keep? And what do you want to let go from this story? So, Capricorn, what it feels like is that you are open. You are open to all of the goodness that the universe has to offer when it comes to finances, when it comes to good things. I just heard welcome to the good life. But it feels as though you might be surrounded by people, family, friends, others who I almost want to say they ridicule what you have in mind for yourself. Like it might be a situation where you're surrounded by people who are like, oh, I'm fine in a 2,000 square foot house. Like anything more than that is absolutely ridiculous and it's completely wasteful. And you're over here like, I think 10,000 square feet seems about right for me. It feels as though there's some sort of influence from the people around you that are not in alignment with what you have envisioned for yourself. And it may be creating some sort of impact on you and how you're moving in terms of finances. Now, I don't necessarily think that these are bad people, but we'll see what the tarot says. It just seems as though you all have very different life paths when it comes to money. That you want maybe a lot more than they do. And they're trying to tell you that the narrative that you're sort of writing for yourself, that you're creating for yourself is unreasonable. And maybe that it's unattainable. And that maybe you should be happy with what you have. But it feels like deep down, you know that you want more than that. And you are ready to get it. Possibly in spite of what the people around you are saying or trying to make you believe. So let's put these to the side and pull some tarot and see what's going on with you. So we're going to start with you, Capricorn. What's happening with my Capricorns? We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. This is someone who is stepping outside of their own head. Right? They're not stuck. They're not confused. They are very certain and very sure they are free. And I think in this instance, you are sort of freeing yourself. You're in that place where it's like, no, this is what I deserve. This is what I want. This is a lifestyle that I envision. And it feels as though you're not really in a place of letting anybody deter you from that. There is no blindfold. There is no self-imposed restriction. It feels as though you are in a place where you think that all things are possible. And if you can envision it, if you can dream it in your head, then there is absolutely no reason that this can't come to fruition for you. So looking at your current obstacle or challenge, what's crossing my Capricorn collective? Let me find out y'all don't, okay, I was about to say, let me find out y'all don't have any challenges. We have the 4 of Wands. So when it comes to the sort of challenge, what you're looking for just may not have come yet, right? The Four of Wands is the gateway. It's that foundation. It's that happily ever after, the beginning. And so maybe this hasn't come in the timing that you've been looking for, but I don't feel like it's saying that it's not going to come or that you think that it's not going to come. It's just kind of like, well, why isn't it here already? Like, I know I deserve it. This is what I want. This is what I'm manifesting. I'm ready for that gateway. I'm ready for that 1111. And it's taking a little bit of time, Capricorn. So looking, at your subconscious, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And when we have the Three of Pentacles upright, this is all about teamwork. This is about collaboration. This is about partnerships. And it feels as though deep down you know that some of these people around you are not people that you're going to readily be able to share your dreams with, that you're going to be able to share your goals with. Why? Because they have different definitions of wealth. They have different definitions of what their life looks like in terms of abundance, in terms of money, in terms of career. And so I think even though you would want them to cheer you on, I think deep down you know that these folks that you have around you are not going to be the people that you go to for cheering and support. Okay. Well, I was about to say, let's see what's in your or your conscious. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. I think that initially, Capricorn, you may have been a little bit disappointed in the people around you and their perceived lack of support for you. And I just want to point out, because I do look for little signs, that your incense just went out. So it feels as though you have sort of consciously made the decision to sort of let go of any disappointment that you had when it comes to the people around you being supportive of your life path as it relates to finances or career. And you're just like, you know what? I accept them for what they are. I know not to share with them anymore, because if I do, it's only going to bring disappointment. I'm only going to be disappointed in their responses. So it feels as though you've taken a step away from that energy, if for nothing else, for self-preservation. Now, looking at your immediate past, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Now, the Seven of Swords upright is sort of, to me, it's like the creeper card. That's like the scammer card. You know, those folks who are a little bit deceptive, a lot of bit deceitful. And so when it comes to finances, again, it feels like there were naysayers that may have been preventing you from taking chances, from taking opportunities. It feels as though you've let that energy go. I think that that was a conscious decision to step away from people who may hinder your dreams, who may sort of poo-poo, if you will, on your goals and what you want to achieve going forward. Maybe it's because they couldn't envision it for themselves. They didn't want to see you envisioning it for you. But it feels as though you have sort of removed yourself or removed that energy from your life. Now, looking at your immediate future, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So let me clarify this a little bit, Capricorn. See what's going on, because I don't think that there's a dimming of passion here. All right, good. So we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and we also have the Ace of Pentacles. So what we have for you, Capricorn, and this is glorious, this is gorgeous. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles upright. So what this is telling me is that in the very near future, there is going to be from you a very tempered approach to life. I feel like you have been planning out your path when it comes to acquiring wealth, maintaining wealth, building wealth. That this is not something that you take lightly, that this is not something that you rush into just sort of hot-headed without giving any sort of thought to it. This is you taking very measured steps. And there's going to be that opportunity, that big pentacle that you've been waiting for is going to come in for you. And it's going to be in spite of the naysayers. It's going to be in part because you have released that energy that they have been bringing to you, where they have tried to sort of shift your focus, to shift your perspective on what it is you want in terms of wealth and the stories that you tell yourself. Now, looking at the advice from Spirit, let's see what advice Spirit has. We have the Knight of Swords, and it feels like they're saying that when this opportunity comes, do not hesitate. Do not slow down. Do not stop for anything or anybody. This is the moment that you have been waiting for. This is what you've been building towards. So when that opportunity comes to you, keep blocking all of this out and you make your move, because that's the story that you've told yourself. This is what you've been working for. This is what you want. Now, looking at any external influences, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So again, Capricorn, it feels as though, again, there are some naysayers around you. And there are going to be some people that you encounter that are not happy about your new beginning. Do not let them get in your way. Keep pushing forward. But understand that in your journey to greater abundance and stability and wealth, there are some people that might not be able to make this trip with you. So all of this energy that you had to put to the side to keep moving forward in order to get this opportunity, there will be people that are not happy for you. There are going to be people that are not rooting for you. And you have to make the decision whether or not you want to keep them out. So looking at your hopes and fears, we have the Queen of Wands. Let me clarify that card a little bit. We also have the Four of Swords. So what I feel that I think what you're afraid of is that the momentum you have will stop. That at some point, I think that you're worried about whether or not these people are telling the truth, right? That what if they're saying is right? What if I shouldn't want this much? What if I shouldn't pursue this opportunity? That, maybe you need to stop. Maybe you need to take a step back. It feels as though that's something that, you're worried about whether or not these people are right. But by all accounts, it doesn't feel that they are. And as I'm talking, I'm noticing the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. That's profound change in your life. And the Tower is not always a bad thing. It's just something that's life altering. And I think that with this Ace of Pentacles, that this opportunity is going to be something that has the potential to change your life. And it's up to you whether or not you listen to these people telling you that you shouldn't go for it, that you shouldn't do it, or if you trust in yourself and the universe that this is where you were meant to be. So what we have for your potential outcome, we have the Chariot in reverse, and I'm going to clarify that a little bit further. We have the King of Swords. So Capricorn, what I have for you in your potential outcome when it comes to your money, you are going to have to cut some people off in your journey. Some friends and peers, the ones who have been trying to talk you off the ledge. Those people who have not necessarily been supportive. Those people who have not shown themselves to be team you. That there's going to be some folks who try and prevent you from moving forward, from going to that next level, from elevating your financial status. They're going to try and talk you out of taking this chance. And I feel that ultimately you are going to sort of follow your own guide. You're going to follow the guidance of your higher self, and you're going to cut these people off. You're going to stand in your own power and move towards what you define as having wealth in your life. You're going to move towards the story that you have created for yourself when it comes to career and finances. So good for you, Capricorn. Chopping people in their necks. That's how you should do it. So I'm going to pull one last oracle card to see what final message Spirit has. Okay, we have one that flipped over. And what we have is appreciation and gratitude are different vibrational states. When you feel gratitude, often you are looking at a difficulty that you have overcome, but there is still some of that struggle vibration present. The state of appreciation is seeing whatever you are, looking at through the eyes of Source. You could walk down a crowded street with all kinds of things that a lot of other people would find reason to criticize or worry about, and you would not have access to them because your vibration of appreciation is picking out for you things of a different vibrational nature. Capricorn, this entire reading was about people actively working to stop you from experiencing this opportunity. And so this card to me is affirmation that there might be people around you who are seeing this opportunity that's come towards you and they're picking it apart, right? They're saying, oh no, what about this? What about that? What about this? I don't know about this. I don't know about that. And you're seeing things through a different lens. You are seeing things through the lens of the divine, and all you see is like wide open spaces and golden fields. Like this is your opportunity of a lifetime. And I don't think that you're going to let anybody deter you from that path. So Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you huge hugs.